Welcome back to the Airman Harris Show. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Getting a lot of gloomy weather, a lot of hailstorms out here in Texas right now. You know, somebody right now, a lot of people coming around trying to get you to get new roofs, trying to get you to file insurance claims on your roof, on your car, so they walking around all day. No free promo. So they've been walking around all day, keep knocking the door, keep ringing the doorbell, keep telling them, I don't need a new roof, and you can see my truck is okay. They keep coming by, whatever. Last weekend for the kids basketball, y'all know I've been keeping y'all informed on what's been going on with the kids' sports. This is the last weekend for me, so all those sports games, all those basketball games they was having at the same time are officially over. The girls' basketball season is over, Kara's basketball season is over for the school. They still got one more game at the church this Saturday at, I believe, 3 o'clock. And if they win that, they'll play in the championship. The boys, that's Halo and Kyra. The boys, what time they game? We play at 1:50, I believe, for the semifinals. And if we win that, we'll play at 3 o'clock for the championship game. So hopefully both teams make it to the championship. The boys did win, like I told y'all, first place in the Junior NBA. And they took, I don't like third in Mansfield, second, third. I don't know what they took, but they should have did better. But just like at the church, a lot of our players are either out playing other sports or hurt or something's going on with them, just like in Mansfield. We had a lot of injuries or guys not showing up. A lot of people that play on different other teams, don't show up all the times for the games. But it is what it is. All in all, Kyra got better. Halo has gotten better. DJ has gotten a lot better. Shine has gotten better. So I just like to see the improvement. I see the growth over this season. We're going to work hard this offseason because like we all know, you get better in the offseason, not during the season. So we got a lot of work to do this offseason. The main thing is going to be, of course, ball handling and shooting is going to be the main things, but a lot of it's going to be strength too. We're going to work a lot of strength and conditioning exercise because Shine and DJ both, being 80-something pounds, need to strengthen up, need to bulking up, all of that before 7th grade. So it's going to be a fun, but busy summer if they want to continue to play football, basketball, or baseball. They want to continue to play sports. They're going to be willing to put in that work in. But moving right along, shout out to the Michigan State Spartans, man. The Spartans still doing their thing out there. They beat Rutgers last night by, I think, like 4. Man, like I said before, we didn't expect this out the Spartans, but the Spartans, Tom Izzo got them boys rolling. It is March 2, and we know Tom Izzo is Mr. March. We know they're about to turn it on. I can't wait for March Madness. This is one of my favorite times of the year to watch college basketball in March because some of the biggest upsets, some of the best games, you get those 12-5 matchups that are always so exciting. And it always comes down to a 12-5 matchup and somebody getting upset by a 12 seed. So those are always fun to watch. So make sure y'all keeping up with the March Madness, the March Madness games. The tournament will be coming up soon. So make sure y'all get y'all a bracket filled out. And we can talk about the brackets on the pod, see who got the best bracket, and we'll go from there. But March Madness is the best time of the year for me, one of the best times of the year. Like I said, Michigan State did beat Rutgers last night. Shout out to Coin Card. Keep an eye out for Coin Card too, y'all. I know that's my guy. I love Coin Card. He probably the best, I ain't gonna say highest jumper, but best dunker I done seen, y'all, in a long time, man. But he had 21 points last night. Like I said, keep an eye out for him, though, because we play those tougher teams. We play those Dukes, those North Carolinas, those Kentucky, those Kansas. I like to see Coin Card give us a little more. We play these type of teams. He tends to, play a little better, but I want to see him give us a little more against some tough teams. Kohler played good. Cooper played well. Fear's been playing out his mind. Like, we had 21-8 last night. He been playing out his mind. Let me know, though, y'all. Y'all think Fears may go to the draft, or is he not ready? Because the numbers he's been putting up, he's leading the country in assists. I'm sure he's probably top at least 10, I would think. Top 20, maybe, in scoring in the Big Ten. I got to look that up. I would think, though, because every time I look up, he's got at least 20 points. But do y'all think he would possibly leave, or do y'all think it's a guarantee he's coming back? Because the numbers he's putting up now, if they make a deep run in the tournament, and with these numbers, he is a small guy. It'd be different for guys who are small and not real super explosive or that athletic to make that leap. But I don't know, man. Fears looking like the best point guard in the league right now. I mean, no disrespect to the guy at Purdue, Smith, or like Darius Acup and all those guys. He's young. He's got a lot to learn still. Those guys are raw. But, man, the way Fear's playing right now as a complete point guard, he's playing the best. He's leading the team. He's organizing the team. He's a coach on the floor. He's doing everything that a coach wants out of his point guard. And Fears is doing that right now. So hopefully he stay with us next year because of the recruiting class we do have coming in. So hopefully he stay and lead those guys. But, hey, if we make a deep run, it wouldn't shock me if one of these guys try to come out, because the way Michigan State been playing, they've been playing lights out this whole season. Something none of us expected. So shout out to MSU. Shout out to Coach Izzo over there at Michigan State. Moving on to the NBA, the Tanking Jazz beat the Tanking Wizards. Trae Young did make his debut last night. He had played 19 minutes, had 12 points, 8 assists. Probably just get out there and get his feet wet. We know they ain't trying to win games. They lost to the Jazz, who is also tanking. Neither one of these teams are trying to win games. Trae Young's trying to get his feet back wet. So when next year Duke comes along, he's ready. So Anthony Davis and those guys come back, he'll already be rolling. Shout out to Ace Bailey, shout out to Collier. I feel like this good minutes for them. Granted, they're tanking, they putting up big minutes. Playing big minutes, putting up nice points. So it's a good experience for them going into next year as well. We know they're not trying to win this year, so it's good to get some experience in, try some things out, work on some things this summer, and prepare for next year for Ace and Collier. Dallas lost to Orlando. I like Orlando. I thought Dallas would be better than what they're putting out, because they really got all the guys they're really supposed to have for the most part, outside Lively and whatever. But I like Orlando. Orlando got some guys that can take them over the hump, especially in the East. I think they ranked 7th, I believe, but with Bane, Black, Banchero, I think Wagner may be hurt. Who else they got? Wendell Carter, all the Suggs. They got a nice lineup. I think they can make some noise. I think they're gonna upset somebody down the stretch in the playoffs. Watch that, I tell you. The Heat beat Brooklyn. The Timberwolves beat the Raptors. Timberwolves still number 3. I do like the Raptors as well. I think the Raptors going to make some noise. We'll see what the Timberwolves do in the playoffs. I still think Julius Randle, he just don't quite get them over the hump. I think they need to soon either look at moving Julius Randle or doing something with Julius Randle. He don't quite, or adding a piece, because he don't quite get Minnesota over the hump I think they thought he would. Ant-Man is putting on a show right now. I don't know how this man not top 5 in MVP conversation, but somebody needs to redo that voting, because this man is putting on a show right now. He's talking junk with the best of them, scoring with the best of them. He's out here dunking, crammed on RJ Barrett, out here dunking on people, telling his coach, I'm the man, shooting it, hitting game. He's doing it all right now. I think some people need to pay attention to Ant-Man when it comes to, the MVP conversation. I know we want to always try to put the foreigners in there because the foreigners doing this, the foreigners doing that, whatever. They do got better teams, too, if you look at it, because Minnesota's not good to me. But especially with Gobert and Randle, and, those guys aren't good. But I think you need to put Ant-Man in that conversation. I'm going to go back and look at it. Last time I looked at it, he wasn't in that conversation. Last time I looked at it, Cade wasn't even in the top 5. So I think both of those guys need to be in the top 5 when it comes to MVP voting. Speaking of MVP voting, the Spurs beat the Pistons. Like I said, Cade not in that MVP. He did have 26, 8, and 4. He is leading the Pistons like nobody's led the Pistons before. He's putting on for probably the whole state, but for the city of Detroit. It's something big for Detroit. Detroit been leading the winning team since the Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace days, and it's good that Cade's taking on that role. However, I think they need a number 2 scorer as well. Duren, he a good big, he a solid big, he's still kind of young. Isaiah Stewart coming off the bench, none of these not number 2. Tobias Harris is not a number 2, he's a good number 3. 4-ish defender, corner shooter, get buckets here and there. But they still need a number 2 in Detroit. I know it's going to be tough to do because a lot of people don't want to come to Detroit, and we know how people feel about Detroit. But if they can get a number 2 over there, especially the way they playing now, they might can get somebody over there the way Cade and Duren and those guys are balling now. They might can lure somebody over there. Until then, I think it'll be a little tough for Detroit. I'm interested to see how far they do go this year. in the playoffs, being that they don't have a number 2 scorer. And I'm going to see how far Cade can lead these guys. But speaking on the Spurs, who did beat the Pistons last night, it's going to be tough to beat the Spurs, y'all. What's his name? Vassell, whatever, Castle. Those guys didn't even play great games, but Fox had 29. Wemby got 38 and 16. If they scoring like that and them two guys not even really doing nothing, it's going to be tough for a lot of teams. I know a lot of people saying the Spurs are ahead of schedule. They saying the Spurs are still young. The Spurs haven't been challenged. The Spurs haven't done this. The Spurs haven't done that. Yeah, before the Warriors won, they hadn't been challenged. Before KC just won their championship, they hadn't been challenged. Before Denver started winning their championships, they haven't been challenged. But at some point, you got to start to win, and, when you haven't been challenged. So I think right now, this is the Spurs. Everybody always saying, oh, they have no experience. At some point, you got to start getting the experience. And right now, this is the Spurs. So if they can stay healthy, I think it's going to be tough to beat the Spurs. I think it's going to be tough to get past them athletic wings. They got a great point guard. They got shooters. And, of course, they got the big man in the middle, who can do everything. So be on the lookout for the Spurs, man. They going to make some noise if they stay healthy in the playoffs. Bulls beat the Suns. D-Book still trying to keep the Suns in the playoffs. I think they like number 7 right now. He had 27. So great job to D-Book and the Suns. He's trying to keep the Suns afloat, and he's doing a great job over there doing that. The Nuggets beat the Lakers. Luka had 27, 11, and 7. Joker had 28, 12, and 13, and Murray had 28, 4, and 7. If they playing like that, it's going to be tough to beat Denver, too. However, I think Denver is not as good as they were in the past. To me, I think losing Michael Porter Jr., that was a big scoring drop-off for them. They did pick up Bruce Brown back. They did get they got somebody else, but I don't think they're replacing Michael Porter Jr.'s scoring output at 6'10", being able to rebound when he wanted to rebound, score when he wanted to score, and things like that. But we'll see down the road what the Nuggets do. Moving right along, the Pelicans beat the Kings. Speaking of the Kings, will somebody please tell Russell Westbrook, if there is time on the clock, people can shoot the ball. I'm so sick of this dude running up to people, trying to get them to stop. Dude, it's time on the clock. Just because y'all losing, that's y'all fault. Y'all need to get a stop. Y'all can't be playing hard, playing defense, trying to score. But I'm on offense, I got to not shoot. If I was to hang y'all defense, I bet if he was to hang y'all the ball, y'all going to run down and score. Y'all ain't going to run out the time. Y'all going to run and score. He coming up to I think his name was Peavy, the Peavy kid. He was in for like 1 minute. Dude, I got 1 minute in the NBA game, nigga. I'm shooting a shot. You don't tell me I can't shoot. Y'all better catch up. Y'all still trying to come back so we can still score. I hate that rule where it's an unwritten rule where you can't shoot. If it's time on the clock, the buzzer haven't went off, anything is allowed. If y'all don't want me to score, stop me from scoring. Y'all still trying to score, you can still score. But like I said, dude had been in for like 1 or 2 minutes. It's like, yeah, I'm finna get a shot. Yeah, I'm finna get a bucket, bro. I'm finna get in the books. So somebody tell Russ to chill with all that. You barely even playing. I don't think he was either one in the game or wasn't even playing, and he running out there doing that. Like, dude, that's not a rule. If it's time on the clock, shoot the ball. If you don't want me to shoot, block it, stop it, play defense. Y'all should still be playing defense anyway. It's time on the clock. But anyway, moving right along to them Dubs, man. The Dubs got that overtime win against the Rockets last night. It was a much-needed win. Great for the Dubs so they could stay in the 8th. I don't think, we're trying to get the 6th. We need to get the 6th. We can't stay in the play-in games. I think the Rockets are, 4th? Rockets 4th. We need to get up there somewhere because we see now that we can contend with some of the top teams, which I already know all along we could. We don't even have Porzingis, Jimmy, Steph, Seth. Like, half the time we got Allen, Melton. So, I don't know. Like I said before, this is just good minutes for our guys. It's good minutes for Santos. Santos been balling out his mind lately. He was plus 20. He had 14, 6, and 6. Melton had 23 and 6. Melton been carrying the load for us offensively. He did make a couple bad plays down the stretch where he, what did he do? I think he turned it over at the top of the key. And in my head, too, it was funny because in my head, it reminded me of that KD situation where Dede had dribbled down. They got mad because he lost the ball and everything. So when they inbounded the ball, they gave Dede the ball. And in my head, Dede always get the ball in crunch time and set somebody else. That's why that KD's thing still trips me out. That KD think he was supposed to dribble that ball up the court. Because at no time does Steph, KD, Clay at that time dribble the ball to the court. They just don't. Because if you got the ball and you dribbling up like that, more likely they're going to force the ball out your hands, going to force Steph or KD, whoever got the ball, to pass the ball. That's why Draymond brings the ball up to set the guy up so they don't double team, so they don't have to pass. So that situation still tripped me out when he lost that ball and KD and them got mad. But anyway, this just kind of reminded me of that situation. Not as extreme, but the guy inbounded the ball to Dede, and Dede gave it to Melton. In my head, I'm like, why didn't he keep that? But probably because of the pass, and okay, I'm gonna give it to him, whatever. But he should keep the ball. Granted, Melton got ripped. They lost the ball, whatever. KD came down. Melton fouled him, 3 free throws, and they kind of made a little comeback. What people didn't see, though, was Draymond's defense on KD. He's denying KD the ball. If you don't let KD get the ball, KD can't score. It's preventing us from, a double bang from KD in overtime or whatever. You know, they stopped him from getting the ball. We made him go to Sengun. Sengun like 8 for 20, something like that. He wasn't having the greatest game. He played okay. What he had? He had 17, 7, and 7. Good Sengun game. Granted, he didn't kill us with like 30 and 12 or, like he normally would have against us by us not having, I guess, young, legit big man. We got Dede who's 6'6". We got Al who's kind of over the hill at 6'9". But normally Sengun kills. We made them go to Sengun. Dede denied KD the ball, which people, probably slept on because KD didn't get no shots towards the end, which is good. It was a good game plan. It worked out. We went out with the win. KD also missed 2 free throws that was key down the stretch. KD's a great free throw shooter. And by him not getting the ball down the stretch, keeping them cold, not touching the ball, denying them the ball, you go to the line, now you cold. You won't miss free throws. It's what it is. I think that was a great effort by Cryer. Reed Sheppard had like 30, but down the stretch, he played good defense on Reed Sheppard. All of our guys, that's like the Nate Williams guy, I don't know where he came from, but he's playing better. Spencer, all these guys are getting good minutes. I hope these are good minutes that's going to help us when Steph come back. That's all we waiting on, is trying to keep it afloat till Steph come back. We know when Steph come back, I hope we rolling on all cylinders. Hopefully, Draymond continue to lead like he's been doing. He's been leading these guys. He's been a leader, coaching these guys up. Granted, his minutes been down lately because of the style of play that the younger guys are playing, but he got to adjust to that style. He's so used to playing with Steph, Clay, feeding these guys, setting these guys up that people don't realize that they're open because of him. He set these guys up to get open shots because of me, but whatever. But he's got to adjust with the newer guys and, just get them going, get them acclimated. Just make sure they're ready for when Steph do come back. If Porzingis do come, just make sure they're ready. He's doing a good job at that so far, keeping his temper down, leading these guys, and led us to a win last night. It didn't go unnoticed for me. Probably went unnoticed for a lot of people. But Santos, Dede, Melton, they've been balling lately. Al hit some key shots too. That corner 3, I seen it. That defense down low. Hopefully they be ready, but keep sleeping on my Warriors, y'all. I'm out. Peace.